Many parents come to me confused and exhausted. On the surface, everything looks fine. Their child is doing okay in school, following rules most of the time, not getting into serious trouble, and yet, beneath that surface, something feels off. Their child is anxious, overly sensitive to failure, afraid of disappointing others, constantly comparing themselves, or shutting down emotionally. Some children push themselves relentlessly. Others avoid trying at all. Some become people pleasers. Others withdraw. These are not random personality traits. They are outcomes, and they all point to the same underlying issue: how the child's brain learned to seek safety and love during early development. Here's the uncomfortable truth most parents never hear. When children grow up in environments where comparison is common, between siblings, classmates, or even subtle comments about being better, their brains adapt in ways that shape lifelong behavior. The result is not motivation. The result is a nervous system that links worth to performance. Between roughly ages 3 and 12, the brain is actively wiring identity. During this period, the brain is constantly asking one core question: what do I need to do to belong? When a child hears repeated comparisons, even well-intended ones, their brain doesn't register encouragement, it registers evaluation. The attachment system activates, cortisol rises, and the brain begins to associate love with meeting certain standards. Over time, this creates predictable brain patterns. Some children respond by becoming high achievers. Their brains learn that success brings relief, not joy. They grow up driven, disciplined, and exhausted, often struggling with anxiety and perfectionism. Other children respond by becoming emotionally vigilant. Their brains become experts at reading moods, avoiding conflict, and staying agreeable. These children often grow into adults who suppress their own needs to maintain connection, and some children respond by disengaging altogether. When validation feels unreachable, the brain lowers its expectation of reward, leading to withdrawal, low motivation, or emotional numbness. These outcomes are not character flaws. They are adaptive brain responses to perceived emotional risk. So the real problem isn't that parents compare because they don't care. It's that comparison quietly teaches the brain the wrong lesson. Instead of learning, I am valued for who I am, the brain learns, I am safe only when I perform, please, or disappear. So what can parents do differently, starting now, in everyday life? The first step is awareness. Notice when comparison slips into your language, especially during moments of frustration or concern. The brain doesn't need perfection, but it does need consistency. Replace comparison with specific recognition. Instead of pointing out how a sibling or classmate performs, name what you see in your child. I noticed how focused you were, or I like how you didn't give up even when it was hard. This helps the brain wire identity around internal qualities rather than external ranking. Second, shift daily conversations toward effort and process. When parents consistently ask about how a child approached something rather than only the outcome, the brain learns that growth matters more than approval. This strengthens neural circuits related to resilience, problem-solving, and intrinsic motivation. Third, create predictable moments of individual connection. Even 10 to 15 minutes a few times a week of uninterrupted one-on-one time sends a powerful neurological message: I don't have to compete for attention. During these moments, the brain's stress systems quiet and attachment pathways strengthen. Over time, this improves emotional regulation and self-confidence. Fourth, respond to mistakes with curiosity instead of evaluation. When a child struggles or fails, their brain is already under stress. A calm response, "What do you think happened?" or "What would you try differently next time?" keeps the prefrontal cortex online. This teaches the brain that mistakes are safe places to learn, not threats to connection. Finally, model self-compassion in your own behavior. Children don't just listen to what you say about them, they absorb how you talk about yourself. When they see you make mistakes without harsh self-judgment, their brains learn that imperfection doesn't equal rejection. The most important truth for parents to understand is this: children don't need to be compared to grow. Their brains grow best in environments where they feel seen, safe, and valued for who they are, not who they're measured against. When comparison fades, the nervous system relaxes. When safety increases, learning accelerates. And when a child's brain no longer has to fight for belonging, it finally has the space to become who it was meant to be. If you're still watching right now, it means you truly care about your child's emotions, behavior, and future. And that alone is already the most important first step in the journey of parenting. On this channel, I don't teach you how to raise your child better than others, and I don't chase trendy methods or the pressure to be perfect. I'm here to walk alongside you, to help you understand your child more deeply, build a stronger connection, and raise your child in a way that is grounded in science, but filled with love.